Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for the most intense hardcore gaming journalism on the internet right now? Round of applause, audience. Let's go. Everybody's ready. Let's go. It's exciting. Hey, everybody. Welcome on out.
Careful, you're going to hit too hard.
It's hurting. All right, today.
It hurts.
Good. Yeah, the journalism hurts, man.
It's hard hitting.
It's so hard. It's so hard hitting. It's
that
crazy.
That is very hard hitting journalism.
Yeah, it's crazy. Hey, everybody. Welcome out to the GameSpot Co-op Stage. Game Attack is here, along with the superstar of the internet, Brandon Jones from Easy Allies. The highest, the biggest Patreon in history, Brandon Jones with Easy Allies. Well, sorry, Mr. All right. And there's Sam Mitchell from Screw Attack.
Yeah, that's all that's special. We're good.
All right, it's cool. Okay, so today we're talking about E3. We're here on the stage.
Why?
Huh?
Why are we talking about E3?
It's
your chance. We can talk about anything. Right?
Yeah, of all the chances.
Here's your soapbox.
Yeah.
So we got about 30 minutes before we do our first stage demo here, and by that we'll have ladies with fire on stage coming up. So make sure you don't go anywhere. It's going to be great.
Belly dancers.
Belly dancers tossing fired rings in the sky, landing on Brandon Jones.
Ooh.
It'll be good. Yeah, you know that.
And we won't put them out.
You need me to stick around after that?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, it's going to be good.
Just your dead body.
Right.
So
right there on the stage.
let's talk the let's get to the important journalism side of things, because we all know that we are all important journalists.
Okay.
Okay. So let's talk about the things we're most excited about out of all the announcements that have happened over the last couple days. Let's start with you, Sam.
Okay, so I remember earlier I told you a couple things.
Yeah.
I've forgotten them. My point of view's changed, but
Would you want me to tell you what you said?
no.
I have
not at
a
all.
list right here.
I'm gonna start with Anthem because I think
That's what you
could
said.
be- okay, I'm just starting somewhere.
Okay.
Talking about Anthem because it looks like it could be everything I wanted from Destiny, but not Destiny, which is a good thing. So, I'm excited. Look, it looks really pretty. Look at it. It's like
I know you're
could be-
rocketeering through everything. Like,
Yeah.
Hey, how many of y'all remember the movie The Rocketeer? Anybody? Raise your hand if you remember The Rocketeer.
Buddy.
Yeah, The Rocketeer.
there we go, Marlon, microphone guy right there. Everybody give Marlon a round of applause.
Round of applause for Marlon back there. All right.
Mike.
It was Marlon, right?
So The Rocketeer was this this
No one
movie.
cares. Look, it's got
okay.
aliens. And no one cares about Rocketeer starring whatever his name was.
And who's the actress?
My one love, Jennifer Connelly.
Oh, she's so good. All right.
It
But
looks like post-apocalyptic Iron Man meets Evolve.
Yeah.
Looks cool.
Do you really need anything else? Like, look, you're underwater.
Underwater is
with
such a home run
flames
right there.
underwater. Flames underwater. Check them out.
No, well, now they're just jet boosters, but
well, how does it know? You have a smart jetpack.
Yeah.
I love it. Yeah, so it looks pretty good though. It's fun.
I'm scared. Like, for me, this looks like a lot of opportunities for like microtransactions and like nickel and diamond. So like,
It's there. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to just like watch. I think it's like the best looking game like of the show probably in my opinion. But like, I just feel like with power suits and components and paint jobs and weapons and rarities, it's like
it has the highest ability to be great and terrible at the same time.
yeah.
It could really go either way, which is I'm excited about it. It's a big dice roll on it. It looks
Can we all agree though that we are in the golden age of particle effects when it comes to explosions and crap on screen?
Look at his jet boosters. He's just running around. He's not even boosting. It just happens on him.
How many times do you think they tried to get that angle where he was running and not looking straight, just like hit a tree or something?
That's actually That's actually my dream job is to be the guy that records the gameplays.
Yeah,
for these.
Yeah,
You know, the
cinematic
slow.
camera guy,
You're walking really slow, like in a first-person shooter, and like you never play a game where you just do this.
You have
I
your
do it all the
sensitivity
time.
on one.
Actually, I do.
I'm
But
in cinematography mode 24/7.
yeah.
So, Bolin, what about you, dude? What's the game that you're really looking for? Your biggest win so far?
Y'all gonna love this. The Crew 2.
All right.
That's not what you
Can I
said.
get a hell yeah for the Crew 2?
I'm on that.
Anybody.
Nobody.
This guy right there. Yeah, there we
man.
go.
No, the guy didn't even say hell yeah. He was like,
Yeah. No, the Crew
It was
2.
2 syllables.
I'd say the Crew 2 and also Days Gone. I feel like nobody's really excited about Days Gone. You are. Thank you so much. Like the zombies move so fast and like in flocks, and like no other game is really doing that. And like I don't know, just in.
I mean, they don't move in flocks in Call of Duty. Like they move in flocks. Absolutely, they move in flocks. What are flocks? What are you
Fast
talking about?
flocks.
Yeah.
yeah, they don't swarm people
You're
like
just
that.
talking about
Yeah.
weaponizing them.
Yeah. Like I
Zombies,
saw.
they become like one amorphous mass that comes at you. It's
Yeah, they just wash over like World War Z. There was a
Yeah.
we saw this thing that wasn't like in the demo, but Sam, we saw something today like in their booth where this like a random bad guy raider dude was like taunting the zombie that was like chained to a tree or whatever.
Yeah,
And the
yeah.
player just like shot a bolt at the chain and it came off of the tree and the zombie just like totally like ate this dude's face off.
Yeah, it looks really
So-
cool. Water, I mean, zombies like become a big ball of water. It's sweet.
Yeah.
They just-
My most hyped game of the year is Crash Insane Trilogy. Like I'm just gonna
There it is right there.
I don't know if y'all are
Love
subscribed to
Game
Game Attack, but you should be because on June 30th at 11 a.m., I'm going to put that mother in that PS4, and we're going to stream it until it is done.
Did you hear the news today, Bolin?
What's that?
This morning.
What?
His little sister is playable in all 3 games.
What? Breaking news! Bolin's about to have an aneurysm. Here it is.
So you mean that's double the Crash insanity?
Double the Crash insanity. She's got her own.
Oh.
She runs around with her little laptop.
It's
got
going to
her
be
own
a great
animations
summer.
and everything.
It's going to be a great summer.
It's going to be a great 12 hours. You kidding
Yeah.
me? You're just going to sit down and go from 6 to 6.
And then I'm going to go home and 100% it like 6 times. So.
Very good. What about you, Brandon?
Spider-Man.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Spider-Man. The game that
This is a long time coming for me. Like ever since when I first saw Spider-Man 2 on PS2, I'm like, there's no way that game is what I think it is. And then I played it. I'm like, yeah, they did it. Like, that's amazing.
Yeah.
And then every Spider-Man game since is like, we're gonna do something different now. Now we're time travel. Now there's multiple Spider-Man. Now there's always like a trick to it.
Sure.
And it's just called Spider-Man. They're like, nope, and it's not tied to a movie, so you get that Arkham potential of just like we can, do our own designs of the villains. We can, have like villains working together. We can bring in like Fantastic Four or other Marvel people if we want. I just think that there's so much potential in this game.
How many of y'all are excited for Spider-Man the game?
Why you gotta go to the front? There we go. There we go.
Are you ready for the wet blanket of E3? Are you ready for this? Because Bolin's about to be the
No,
wet blanket.
no.
Go ahead, Bolin. Tell him why you're
No.
not excited for
No.
Spider-Man.
Okay.
I got your back on
Spider-Man-
Days Gone and what?
Spider-Man on PS2 was like, it was awesome.
Yeah.
All right, I played it. I played that while listening to like Drowning Pool. Like it was like total juxtaposition, like total like whatever grade I was in, like hours at a time. And like this looks awesome. Until like this is 2017.
Right?
Sure is.
I shouldn't have to watch who I'm controlling run up a crane as it's falling. Like I should be Spider-Man.
I hear you.
When a
How do
crane
you
is
do- How do you do
crashing.
that moment though? Because that is definitely a Spider-Man moment to have a very large object that he has to stop from, killing lots of
Of
people.
course, I'm just saying, like, I would like to see some kind of physics system where you have to wrap around it
Sure.
physically and use the web. I'm very much over
Everything,
the quick time events.
everything that you just saw in the gameplay there of the actual combat looks awesome.
Yeah,
Looks
like the
Batman.
bullet
Looks
dodging,
excellent.
like the bullet
Right.
dodging's awesome.
I got my fingers crossed that the quick time event stuff is like just mission specific.
Well,
That there'll
yeah.
be like a couple of set piece moments where that'll happen. Maybe in the open world, there's like a couple of choreographed things you can do.
Yeah.
But I just think they wanted to go as crazy as possible. In the,
Yeah,
in
they
the
want to
rest
show
of
the
it, so-
spectacle for the show. But
Yeah.
like, do you remember like Hulk Ultimate Destruction?
Oh yeah,
Like that had like a really good physics system behind it. Like, for the time. But like,
that lock-on was amazing.
yeah. Well, I mean, like,
bus at a helicopter.
Yeah.
That was so good.
and I just want to see stuff like that, especially like with an open world Spider-Man, especially now. But yeah, it looks awesome. Like
Yeah.
the animations are like really fluid.
Yeah.
Watch it. Up. No, you're all right.
I'm
You're all
He
right.
wondering-
saves every person.
I-
No one
Yeah.
dies in this
That's what
demo.
I was wondering if you could kill people, because if you didn't hit L right there, that guy's just
Yeah.
falling
Oh, go.
down
Yeah.
20 stories.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I would jump off the building and skydive after him and then
Watch
save him.
fall. Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Or
watch
just
him
Ride him
goes.
down to the.
Just kick him one more time.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
So can I talk about my thing? Most
No,
excited
we've
about?
talked
You
enough
have to?
about
Okay,
games
that's fine.
we like.
We
No,
can talk
I'm
about the
just-
misses if you want.
No, I'm just playing. What do you have?
The thing I'm most excited about is I've never played the franchise, so this is an excellent opportunity for me to be excited about it. I think. But God of War.
Never played
I've
it?
never
Any of them?
played God of War.
Wow.
Listen, I'm a hardcore journalist. All right.
Really at ease.
I don't- why do you-
I've never played a second of it. I take that back. I have played a few seconds of it, and I thought, oh, it's a hack and slash game. But the thing about this that excites me, I'm just saying.
Yeah, it's just like,
Listen,
boo this man!
Boo
this man!
That's what I'm saying. I'm uneducated by it. But if I was ever to get into it, now's the perfect time because
boy.
it's a reboot, and he's got a little son he carries.
Is
on
it
his
a
back.
reboot?
It's like a
though?
little bit of both.
Well, yeah, I mean, it looks like a reboot,
Yeah,
right?
they're checking both boxes.
Yeah.
Like sequel, but it's also kind of a restart.
Yeah, I mean, there's nods to his past, and he's got his little son on his back, and his son stabbing people in his eyes and stuff.
Being a dad, how much is the having a son thing a pull for
No,
you?
honestly,
Being a
that's
father,
what it
a
is.
father of 2 daughters and
Yeah.
no sons.
Yeah.
yeah, it's my longing to always have a son.
right.
That you can
That's
teach
exactly
to
what
kill.
it is. That's it. No, you know,
Is there any more manly way to vicariously live out a father-son fantasy than being a
just
god of
destroying
war?
for everybody? Yeah, you know, the thing about it, the combat though looks way meatier than the other
Heavy.
God of Wars. Yeah, like it looks
Well,
stronger.
It's a lot
looks-
more zoomed in.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, it's just closer, over the shoulder more
Yeah.
so than above.
Intimate.
Yeah, intimate.
That's the perfect word. Is like when you're slicing somebody's head off, don't you want it to be intimate?
Yeah.
Right?
You want to get close.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
want it to be a sensual experience.
But this excites me. Like the fact that I've never played it. I think it's exactly what Sony wants for people who have never played a God of War game. They want to get into the franchise now because they see this. It looks good. It looks violent. It looks funny. Like this part's funny. So you know, look at that guy. He's funny. He's a funny
He's
guy.
so
He's a
funny.
bit right He's a funny guy. It's good. Comic relief. All right, let's get to the misses, the bad stuff, the things that you guys are upset about, and we'll start over with you, Sam.
Starting over here again, I'm
Yeah.
telling you, nothing virtual console for the Switch.
Yeah.
It was a really
Yeah.
weird thing where it's just like everyone kind of expected here we're going to get this thing that we all want, and it's very clear. It's
Nintend's 20 feet
super obvious.
right there. If you yell loud enough, I think they'll hear you.
You think Reggie's in earshot?
Reggie walks by, he's like, "Who's that?"
Bad
Like,
move,
Sam.
Reggie.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just got no virtual console anything. I mean, it's like a staple of Nintendo at this point. You need them, and they got nothing. It's weird.
Is it like I don't know. And then like you have a game like the Metroid Prime game coming out. Not the Metroid Prime game, but the
Return of Samus.
Yeah, the Return of Samus
Yeah.
on like a DS. Like
Which feels like it should be there. It's like
Yeah,
even when
like-
they showed us gameplay, they didn't even show us the bottom screen. It's like that's just a useless thing
yeah.
down there. They
And
don't
I'm not knocking that it's on the DS, but like
Why not
not
both?
make that? Why not both? Why
Yeah,
not
why
have a
not both?
virtual
Yeah.
console where you can buy
Yeah.
it on your Switch?
It's like getting
Because
this
you
Switch.
release on the 3DS first, everybody buys it, and then 6 months later, hey, surprise announcement,
Guess what?
coming to Switch. Oh,
Yeah.
You can take it
Buy it
with
again.
you again on
Yeah.
the Switch,
Yeah.
which is great. And, I mean, and that's the thing though. You have the Switch, something you can take with you
Right.
at all times. Like I guarantee there's thousands of them here at this expo, and you could be doing the exact same thing with your 3DS. And I mean, can we just be real? Like 3DS is kind of a dead gimmick at this point.
I'm surprised it's still around.
Yeah,
I'm surprised
I mean,
it's being featured.
Did anybody here bring their 3DS instead of their Switch?
Who here has a
Both?
Yeah, he- okay.
Ray, raise your hand
Oh,
if you brought
oh.
a Switch.
Oh, with the.
Okay, raise your hand if you brought a 3DS. Okay, so it's like a smattering of
Gotcha.
3DSs, and it's a lot of Switches.
Yeah.
I don't know, I think that says.
I mean,
wonders.
like with the Switch is not. They're still supplying, so
Yeah.
still in transition.
But there's more people with Switches than there are 3DSs, though. That is what I'm saying, though.
right
Like, the-
here, right now, but not in the world.
Yeah, not
right-
on- not on
this,
Earth.
World,
This is the
it's-
perfect pool of representing the world right now. Just saying.
The-
that.
You
Okay.
guys represent the Earth.
Congratulations, Earth. What about you, Brandon?
I have a love-hate relationship with Electronic Arts and Star Wars.
Yeah.
Like, I love the first Battlefront, and I'm excited for, like, everything they're doing. Like, I play the silly Galaxy of Heroes mobile game, like, every single morning. But, like, they're just so smug and silly about how they sell it. And, like, I'm excited for Battlefront 2. We didn't get any updates on any of the other Star Wars projects that they're doing. They didn't, like, announce anything new. And, like, they're so smug about that campaign. Like, it's so interesting to me to have a developer, like, screw up and, like, not do something they should have done. And then show up 3 years later and be like, we're doing that thing that you were mad at us that we didn't do, and everyone's like, "You're awesome." It's like that. No, like, don't give them credit.
Yeah,
for
what happened to
what they
the
should have
About
done
Time?
like 3 years
you know?
ago? What was in the 2 previous releases of the franchise? Like,
Well, so that's what
Yeah.
you're upset about at E3 is that they're giving you a single-player campaign?
I'm just upset with how they handled it.
Okay.
I'm just upset. Like they said, like like with the John Boyega tweet, and they're like, "Look what everybody tweeted at us," and it's like, that's not. You just don't pat yourself on the back. You just go on stage and you announce it, and you walk off, and you let everyone else kind of sort it out. But they were
They're-
very like.
They're acting like they're
Yeah.
already top dog, and they've got like it's like our campaign is better than The Last of Us, and it's like we just saw the announcement. Like,
Right.
calm,
Yeah,
like
yeah, just
calm it
sit-
down a little
Just
bit.
sit down. You did it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Can we talk about that for a second? The Last of Us? Like, that's a...
It's a staple of gaming journalism and whatever else.
But, like, where the hell was it?
Well,
Oh,
when
Last
they
of Us
announced it
2?
for PSX,
Yeah.
he said it's a ways off.
Yeah.
He made a point before they first showed it off to be like, this is a treat for you guys at PSX. They wanted to put this together to show you.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
like you
That
really
it
got to take
exists.
those words to heart when you're like, all right, got it. That's code for it's not going to be at E3.
But can I just be honest with you, though? When everybody, 99.9% of the people were expecting The Last of Us to end Sony with some sort of like hurrah or some sort of like, and it ends with Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I mean, I think
was-
it was
I
a
was
good
that
trade-out,
point.
but
I thought to myself, well, we were talking, we were like,
Yeah,
wow.
I was like, Spider-Man: Homecoming hitting theaters July 7th.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Two words came to mind: corporate synergy. Right. that's exactly what the two words that came. Oh, okay. I was disappointed about Spider-Man, and maybe that just kind of put it over.
Like you open with a show like Spider-Man, you know. I don't know, but then I don't know what you close with. You
The Last of Us.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but I mean, if you have Spider-Man, you haven't shown anybody gameplay. Like,
I felt
it's new, and you should close with something that people haven't seen yet.
I thought Sony, the first 3 or 4 games that they showed were like they're doing it again. Because last year I thought they murdered E3.
Oh,
I thought,
yeah.
I thought
It was
they
amazing.
killed it.
Yeah.
They came
positive
out,
murder, that is.
and they were
yeah.
like video games. Sorry, I get a little excited.
Maybe not clap as much.
They just laid it out. They showed you trailers. They showed you exactly what I think a press conference should be.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
This
yeah.
year they started the exact same way, and they just kind of petered off.
Yep.
You know.
Got a little exciting again, and then it petered off again.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. I felt like it opened the door. I felt like, especially last year, last couple years, Sony being last. I don't know if they have some sort of like last-second switch. They see what Microsoft does. They see what Nintendo does. Then they change things around. Like they have to. But I always feel like Sony just does a great job.
Yeah.
And then this year, Nintendo was last. Even though it was all pre-recorded, they knew exactly what was going on. I feel like going last on E3 gives you that obviously the last taste, and everyone gets excited because you're the last,
Sure.
the last flavor.
Yeah,
you know?
the news gets buried, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still think if you blow it at E3, you blow it. Doesn't it could be 10 in the morning or 10 at night, and like people are
Yeah, but,
talking
mean,
about it, make fun of you.
So 2 days
Oh.
ago, the Xbox One X was announced, and who's
Yep.
talking about the Xbox One X today?
You?
Well, I just
Yeah.
said
Right
it,
now.
but it's more of a who's talking about it type of thing, right?
Actually,
Hey,
can I switch my miss to just every year they have some stupid Just Dance mediocrity at Xbox?
Oh yeah.
Like
What's
we
that?
just
Ubisoft. They kick it off.
Oh, it's Ubisoft. Sorry.
yeah.
Every year I see that, I'm like, this again?
Yep.
It's like, okay,
Oh,
now
yeah.
I can
Yeah,
go
but
get
you look at the
snacks or
sales figures.
whatever.
It sold like 4 million copies.
And
I don't know why.
I don't know.
The
I
game's
don't know.
not for you, Sam.
Must have.
It's not
It's
for
like
you.
it Just Dance is. It's like you could just dance instead.
You could, yeah.
literally,
you don't
you
need to
could
buy a
just
game
dance.
to just dance.
Yeah. Well, whatever. $60.
Can I go back? How many of y'all are excited about the? We're going to talk about this more a little bit later, but how many of y'all are excited about the Xbox One X?
Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
Ooh.
there it was.
One guy.
And
One guy's
he was
in for
really
it.
excited
Yeah.
about it too.
That's good
He's
though.
hyped, but
The world needs that kind of enthusiasm.
Let me just. I want to do like an informal poll here. All right, just by applause. I'm going to name the 3 systems. You give me your excitement level for it. All right, we'll start here. We'll
Okay.
go with the Xbox One on all its varieties. A round of applause. How many of y'all excited for that? Okay. How many of y'all are excited for the Nintendo Switch? Okay.
Yeah.
And how many of y'all are excited for the PlayStation 4 or Pro?
wait. Let me try some here.
Sure.
How about the personal computer?
yeah.
It's getting Steam. It's
Yeah.
getting Steam.
Okay, cool. Just making sure. I mean, I think it was probably Switch and PlayStation 4 and PC.
It sounded It sounded like it was growing as you.
Yeah.
Anyway, that was interesting. Okay, so what about you, Bolin? What do you?
What did I tell you it was? Because I forgot.
man.
Well, we were going to talk about Metro.
Oh yeah.
Piggybacking on.
My disappointment was a general lack of gameplay at the show, and an abundance of pre-rendered gameplay demos
Yeah.
that like I think like we've been over for like the past 7 years or so.
Yeah.
Like, you watch the Metro demo and like, Metro's going to be a gorgeous game.
Yeah.
Like, it's going to be stellar. Like, why show a pre-rendered simulation of what the first person, that's not gameplay. That's not how the game moves.
And what
Like,
cracks me up to be so cocky is like this player or this person, this shooter is clearly doing things you cannot do in a shooter.
I
He,
know.
like climbs up the ladder and then like looks down behind him. It's like, what button is that?
yeah, it's just, it reminds me of Killzone 2, like, the
Oh, yeah.
famous, like,
Classic.
but it's just like, why do it with a game, like, both the Metro games are awesome. If you guys haven't played those, like, go check them out because they're, like, hella cheap now.
Yeah. Last
And-
Light was fantastic.
Yeah, and they're awesome and they're gorgeous. Like, they're like benchmark games if you're a PC gamer. And then it's like, why not just play the game for us? Just show us what it's like. So I just in Sony, you know, I feel like we saw more last year on the hey, here's what the game is, and we're playing it for you, instead of just showing us like something they custom made for the sake of a show. Like,
I think the idea of going in and saying, here's the game, let me play it for you, goes a lot further than here's a game, here's a CGI cutscene that shows you what the game may be
engine.
like.
I think
sure, it's an engine, of course, but
still,
like exactly, like where's the look behind you? That'd be awesome.
Yep.
If you could do that, but I don't know.
As much as I want to hate on Star Wars, having that live Battlefront session was pretty cool.
Yeah.
It was rare. I mean,
It gives you an honest taste.
It was actually kind of a bummer because that's what I came to know Bethesda to do last year and the year before that, is really take the opportunity of their press conference to show like a really long stretch of their game.
Well, what are
Here's
they gonna
Dishonored for an extended period of time. Here's Fallout 4.
Are they
This
going to
year's
show you
very
some more
quick.
Skyrim? Like, you've got 1,000 Let's Plays to pick
Right.
from. So.
Not Skyrim specifically, but
Can we talk about that for a second on the Switch? The whole Skyrim thing on the Switch?
Yeah,
Uh,
sure.
motion controls, man.
Yeah, I get it. But like,
Yeah.
Is
But
it-
it's already like a super clumsy, like Skyrim's an awesome game, but like the combat is not like some like super tight experience. Like,
but
pretty-
what I'm saying though, is anybody else upset? I don't know if I talked to you about this yet, Brandon, but is anybody else upset that somebody besides Link can use the Master Sword? Like, that bothers me.
No one.
We talking about look like Link to me.
Like, does that bother anybody else?
That was a spitting
Like-
image.
I'm just saying, it like bothers the shit out of me.
The hero of time reborn.
I don't know. Like, did that guy pull it out of the ground? I'm just saying. No, pull it out.
No,
Of
he
It's
just.
I mean,
uncanny,
Link
you
goes
know?
to the Temple of
He-
Time.
yeah.
Skyrim dude just uses an amiibo, and there it
There's a
is.
photo right there.
Well,
yeah.
that's how cheap they usually like to do it. You get an amiibo, now you're the hero of time. That's all you need.
All right, so we got about 10 minutes before we do our first stage demo
Oh my.
of Agents of Mayhem, which is going to be good.
Ah.
So that'll be fun. So I'm going to list off a few games. You guys just give me your overall thoughts and excitement level. Okay. Let's start with Player Underground's Battlegrounds.
Player unknown.
Unknown.
Player Unknown.
A
Whatever.
game
Play it like
I played
every
like
day.
80 hours, and I was going to look over there. Player Unknown's Battlegrounds.
There you go.
I just know it as PUBG. PUBG on the Xbox. Overall excitement level for that.
On the
Have a console?
Xbox?
Hope a lot of new people will stream it, so it's only going to do good things for that brand. So.
Yeah.
We played a ton. And in fact, we're going home early tomorrow so we can stream it all afternoon.
amazing.
Yeah, we canceled our flight tomorrow and got a new one so we could stream tomorrow all day. So go to subscribe to Game Attack and watch us play Battlegrounds.
Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle. Who's excited for that?
Surprisingly excited, yeah. Was not expecting to be.
It just looks
It's
like
unusual.
XCOM to me. Like, it's just straight through and through XCOM, but without a gritty storyline and aliens.
and
You have
a little
rabbits.
more edible, don't you think? Like,
Yeah, but-
XCOM's like hardcore. Like, really
Yeah.
hardcore, isn't it?
Wouldn't that be
It
great
can
if this,
be.
like, Rabbids was just balls to the wall hard? Like,
Yeah,
that's
yeah, that'd be
impossibly
awesome.
difficult.
Come out, they're just like slicing their hand. They're like, we're blood brothers now. Detroit Become Human. Look at how
I think
excited
People
they are.
like it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like, we were watching this, and Craig was like, I have zero interest in this game.
I have no interest in
And I go. Besides Minecraft, there is not a game that is the opposite of what you are all about in
Yeah.
video games.
Yeah.
I just don't-
Patience.
Yeah, patience,
Gathering information.
Story. Like I
becoming
like
smarter.
I like my games in like 15 to 30-minute bursts. You
Of
know?
explosions.
Yeah, booms, explosions, wackety whacks.
What he's saying is he's pretty much a mobile gamer these
Oh,
days.
shut up,
like,
shut the
just
hell up.
there, that's about all.
Don't you dare.
But no, like I think
Clash of Clans, we're done.
if I were, yeah, there you go. Boo this
I
man.
will murder you now, right on this stage.
So the game
Uh,
looks like it's all about story and stuff, and that's not really your cup of tea.
It's pretty deep.
Yeah.
It's one of those things. What I thought it like it was like, okay, well, I get all the clues, and then I'll just like, I'm on easy street trying to finish it, and they'll still throw a like question at you, and you're like, I don't know. I thought the clues would tell me what to pick, and you always have to think creatively like throughout the whole thing. So
I was telling the other day, David Cage games are like the perfect weekend rentals when you don't have anything to do. It's
Most
just like
definitely.
you just sit down and you blitz that mother over the
Yeah.
course of like 10 hours, whatever, and then you're done. So it's good. And the guy from Grey's Anatomy's in there. He's gorgeous. Oh, my goodness.
All right, next game.
Oh, and the girl from The Following with Kevin Bacon. You know The Following?
Yeah.
Oh, Kevin Williamson? Yes. Nobody watched Falling. That's why it got canceled. Thanks a lot.
3 words. This is the game I'm probably most excited about. Sea of Thieves.
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks good.
I'm really excited. Brandon, why are you excited about it?
I just played it finally.
You
yesterday.
played it?
Oh yeah.
What, is it
Oh, it's
awesome?
fantastic.
Do you want to play together sometime?
Yes, I do.
Excellent.
Yes. What I like is that it's not. There's a lot of procedure to do. There's a lot of if you have to repair your ship, you're not just like, well, I'll take the plank out of my back
Greg's
pocket.
done with that.
You have
Shut
to
up.
go get a
This is
plank.
you can swim.
You have
can
to load
go
every cannonball into the cannon.
Yeah,
you know,
that's
like,
fine.
That sounds good.
But I love that because you're not just like, oh, I'm just gonna fire this. I'm just gonna hit X until I hit the ship. It's like you have to really aim and like.
Okay, but for you,
Put a
is
lot into it.
it going to be Sea of Thieves or Skull and Bones? Which one?
Sea
are you
of
going
Thieves for me, definitely.
Sea of Thieves.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why?
I just. I love co-op more than versus, and I didn't see a lot of cooperative stuff happening. It just kind of looked like.
It was weird with Sea of Thieves because they're like
Skull and Bones.
5-on-5 battles.
No, Skull and Bones, you mean.
Sorry, that's what I meant. It was
Yeah.
Skull and Bones. It was 5-on-5 battles.
Yeah.
But it was like, I think it was, they didn't really go into it.
One
but
person per ship.
Yeah.
We both thought we were like, oh, cool, like one-on-one ship battles with 5 people on each ship.
Yeah.
Like that would have been cool. I wasn't
Yeah.
excited about Skull and Bones until like the very last second when you see like creepy Kraken tentacles because like I'll be playing like Just Cause 3 or like any game with a huge ocean in it and I'll just be hoping that there's some kind of giant sea monster as an
Yeah.
Easter egg. Never is.
Yeah.
Ever. And so Skull and Bones looks good. But I don't know if you can get off the ship in Skull and Bones and stuff, so
I don't believe so.
yeah, I'd be much
But
more
they're
into Sea of
different, which
Thieves.
is nice.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
When I first saw Skull and Bones, I was like, oh no, poor Sea of Thieves. But like, they're definitely different takes.
Yeah, yeah.
Are pirates the new zombies? That's
That
the
was
question.
Oh
what I
yeah,
was gonna ask.
Young, Good, and Evil,
Yeah.
Pirates.
Yeah, it's the new wave. What's old is new again, which is exciting.
I
Can't wait
see
for the
what you
Days
did
Gone
there.
2 with Pirates. It's gonna be really good.
This is an easy. I mean, I was gonna ask Crash Bandicoot, but we know your excitement level on Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah.
Do you
More
care,
excited now.
Brandon?
Yeah, I didn't. I love a remaster of a PS1 game. That's really fun. Like, I actually just demoed it a couple hours ago, and I was like looking at the background. I'm like, wow, this background looks a lot better. And it's like, was there a background in the PS1 game? I don't even remember.
I'm just excited because like playing it, we played it at PAX, and like you asked me how it was. It was like it looks like my childhood imagined it when I played it.
Yeah,
when I was young. Like it looks
exactly.
the same to me.
Yeah.
But just like as a kid, that like the PS1 was the best. Like you're jumping on hippos on the surfboards and stuff, or in like the surfboard levels, and like it looks just like it did 20 years ago. So I'm excited.
It'll be funny because in 20 years when they release a remastered and it looks way better, you'll be like, it looks exactly like I remembered it.
Yeah, totally.
All right, next game, Crew 2.
I think the Crew 2 is like one of the most unique racers. Full on co-op. You can do. It takes like 4 hours to go around the map in the Crew, so it's awesome.
Who
And,
played the
like,
Crew? Anybody play the Crew?
Nobody
Nope,
played
nobody
the Crew.
played the Crew?
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like nobody. Like apparently enough people played it to warrant a sequel,
Yeah.
but like
No, Nat got a sequel.
that's
Is
true.
it-
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
I'm just being honest here.
Don't get
all
ahead
right?
of yourself. Knack 2 is next, clearly. So
Yeah, okay. How many of y'all excited for Knack 2? Not
Who
a-
this man?
goodness.
Yeah.
Well, then give it a try. Give it a try.
I mean, we all got suckered in the first time. We all make mistakes once, which is good. It was a good idea and concept. Poor Mark Kearney.
Cerny.
Mark Cerny. Mark. All right, Wolfenstein 2,
Yeah, I'm on this bandwagon. I think
the new Colossus. Yeah.
They did it once, like what, 4 years ago. It was incredible. If they can do that again, I'm there. I'll
I
give
think-
them $60.
I think Wolfenstein: The New Order was a return to story-driven first-person shooters
yeah,
that
yeah.
people crave, but I don't think anybody realized that Wolfenstein was that kind of game when it came out.
Yeah.
Like it was awesome story, intense sex scenes, ultra violence.
Was there even multiplayer at all?
I don't think there was any multiplayer in that game.
Yeah, exactly.
But just it's just the gameplay is just if you like the new Doom, that kind of just raw. This is what a first-person shooter should be gameplay. So
narrative-driven first-person shooters.
Yeah.
That's where it's at.
All right, I got one more for you real quick. Actually, a couple quick ones. We got about 3 minutes for our stage show. South Park, Fractured But Whole.
Eh,
Yes?
it makes people giggle.
Yeah.
My roommate's really excited.
Yeah? You're not
But I got-
excited? You're not excited for it?
No, I don't know. I mean, what is it? They're 20 years deep. I'm a little tired. I don't think they
But
do
you
bad
can
work.
play an episode now.
Yeah, they do great. They do a great job, but it's just not my cup of tea.
Beyond Good and Evil 2. Are
As
y'all excited
far
for
as
that?
the-
Yeah. Did y'all play the first Beyond Good and Evil?
Ah.
Yeah. Yeah.
They had a amazing animated short.
Yeah, I don't know
That was-
anything about that game. I think I saw a headline from somebody that was like, it's going to be like GTA 5 in outer space. I was like, sure.
Yeah.
That does like. There's a ton of open world games now, so like, I'll just wait and see. But it
Yeah.
was good that like Ubisoft had an awesome conference because like they didn't peter out at the end. They talked about games, they had new IP, and they ended the show with some like a fan favorite.
Yeah, and the guy,
back.
I can't remember the creative director's name, but he came out and cried a little bit.
I
Like,
know.
You
Sam.
Man,
no.
that was awesome.
Yeah,
He's a good guy.
I love crying.
yeah.
Love it.
He really cares. Like, if he walked out and he was just like, I can't believe this happened in tears, I was like, all right, I'll play
Yeah,
your
he
game.
just walked up and said, huh?
Yeah.
Like genuineness is in short
Yeah.
supply in those press conferences.
Yeah, it seems like we get one every year. One guy who kind of tears up on stage.
You remember the Unravel guy?
Yeah.
The announcement of A Way Out, I thought was great. He was really passionate.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, what happened to Unravel? Yarny?
It
That was-
came out
came
and
out.
it was pretty good.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you play it?
Yeah, I did. I didn't
Um,
finish it,
Okay.
but yeah, that's Yarny.
Okay.
All right, last one. The Shadow of Colossus remake. Does that get your
Yeah.
pants going crazy?
That'll be like the 5th time I played that game.
Yeah.
But I'm going to play it again.
That just came out of nowhere.
It's the same thing like you said. It's like, oh, I love a good PS1 remake. It's like, oh, I love a good PS2 remake. Sure, why not?
Did that look like PS4 quality to you?
It was. There were a couple things where I'm like, yeah, it looks a little bit better. But there was a couple that, yeah, the lighting, especially
Yeah.
when it's like undercover, and you
Yeah,
could
and the
definitely see
beard one,
difference
the beard
between, like,
guy.
stuff that the sun was directly hitting versus shadowed areas was like there's a lot of dynamic difference there.
Yeah. It's an excuse to play it again. So
Yeah.
hell yeah.
Look at that. It's like a big old giant.
And you talk about your 15
Guy.
minutes, Craig. You just one Colossus at a time.
Yeah. Until it's
Pick
done.
it up, take
Awesome.
one down,
Until it's done.
rinse, repeat.
That excites me.
You know, you love Breath of the Wild because you were like, it doesn't tell you where to go. Shadow of the Colossus doesn't do that either.
I love Breath of the Wild. God damn, I love it.
There were lots of rumors about like the Colossi they had to cut. I think like there were like a dozen in the game or something, and there was like 40 that they originally planned, which
Yeah.
was like in my opinion kind of dumb for like a PS2 game. I don't know what the hell
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
thinking, but I wonder if they're gonna maybe slip some extra ones in there,
That'd be cool.
some Easter eggs. Fingers crossed.
Well, thank you guys. That was exciting. It's now time for our stage demo of Agents of Mayhem. So everyone give Brandon and Sam a round of applause. Sam will be joining us in just a minute. Brandon is going to get the hell out of here and go enjoy stuff on the floor.
I love you guys.
What are you doing tonight?
Have a good E3 tonight. Drinking.
You hear that, everybody? Brandon Jones is drinking. All right, excellent. All right, thank you, Brandon. Appreciate
Thank
it.
you, guys.
You guys have a good time. Now let's get our friends up. Let's check out Agents of Mayhem. Where's everybody at? Let's bring them up. All right. Here we go. Hey guys. Come on up, man. Hey, how are you? I'm Craig.
Anoop.
All right.
Faker.
Nice to meet you. Sean?
Let's do this thing, baby.
Is it just
You're
you?
gonna- Oh,
No, I
yeah,
think
dude,
my
dude,
colleague Ryan will
yeah,
be up.
hold on. Let me switch.
Oh.
Let's do this.
Hey. Hey, how's it going? I'm Sean. Will. Hello, Will. Say hello to Will.
Will Powers, everybody. All right, Will, tell us about Agents of Mayhem. Oh, sorry. Yes. By all means, tell us about Agents
Yeah.
of Mayhem.
Okay, so Agents of Mayhem, it's basically a G.I. Joe type game where you're basically controlling an agency called Mayhem. They have 12 agents that they go to take out Legion. Legion is this terrorist organization. They have attacked all around the world. And here right now they're in Seoul, South Korea. They're doing up to something. You're trying to figure it out. So you deploy your agents into the city to figure out what's going on.
Would you mind looking at that lady in the dress a little bit more, please?
What?
What?
So,
Oh my goodness!
That's
I know this is.
it's a horrible outfit for work.
I know. I mean,
Like,
I'm
Zeros
not
is not practical.
not bringing
at all.
criticism to the game, but well, man, those heels, she's gonna have blisters the size of pancakes.
She's French.
She's French.
Yes,
that makes,
she is
makes
French.
Total
yeah.
sense.
she's
All right.
she's the head of Mayhem.
She's the head of Mayhem.
Yes.
And she's working the desk.
Yeah. I think she'd be in somewhere up top looking down at everybody. So what are you guys gonna
Whoa! Look at that chest.
do? Everyone's so good looking in this
I
game.
know everyone's so gorgeous.
So what are we gonna see?
So this is one of the lieutenants, August Gaunt. He's sort of might remind you of a pop star you might have seen on TV. He's basically seems to be brainwashing a lot of his fans for some mysterious purpose. So one of the things you're going down to do is
Nice.
yeah, what he's up to. Yeah.
So he's brainwashing them with sex.
Yes.
That's awesome. Get gaunt.
So what? So, okay, all right. So he's brainwashing everybody, and your job is to murder him, or are you to be him?
Well, you might want to be him, but really you're trying to figure out what he's doing, why he's brainwashing them, and what he wants to
Okay, and
accomplish, and stop him from doing that.
Hey, do you think this would work in real life if you got up and started pelvic thrusting someone to subscribe to Game Attack?
no.
Okay, I'm just saying.
Would it?
Would it? Maybe we'll try after the demo.
Yeah, maybe.
We'll have some time to kill. It'll be good.
If GameSpot allows it. Oh man.
Oh, they'll allow it.
So what was, so I've seen in a lot of ads that Gat's coming back in this.
Yes.
What? Where does the Saint Row line stop, and where does Agents of Mayhem begin?
So
There's this shared universe, right?
It's yes, and the idea is in Saints Row: Gat Out of Hell at the very end, Johnny Gat basically meets God, and God gives him an option of what he wants to do. And one of the choices is he can sort of recreate the universe.
Okay.
And the Agents of Mayhem universe is essentially one of those new universes that was created.
That's awesome. I
And
like
in that universe, he shows up as a cop, and so that's his background as an agent of mayhem. He comes from as a soul cop, basically.
Awesome. Okay. Cool. So you said how many agents are there?
So there are 12 agents that come right out of the box. Gat would make it 13. But the idea is you'll unlock them as you play. But once you've unlocked them, they can play in any of the missions other than the personal missions that are around them. So the idea is to basically play through a mission, see which combination works for you, and choose what agents you like depending on the situation or your play style.
I got you. So what are you doing right now, Mr. Will?
I'm editing the skins of
Okay.
the different agents. So one of the things that we have here is there's 12 different agents, like
Hold the mic for you.
Oh, thank you, sir. There are 12 different agents, like Anoop mentioned, but all of them have their different personality types and different things that make them special. So if you look here, I'm going to be choosing Yeti, who, if you are a fan of the Saints Row franchise, you'll recognize as kind of a reincarnated version of Oleg from previous games.
Oleg was a big mother, Craig.
Or Dave Bautista.
Like, yeah.
But his name's Yeti in this game, and this is the incredible Yeti.
Oh, yeah.
Nice. Will, I have a huge issue. My arm's tired.
It's all good. So we're just gonna jump right into the demo. This squad I've chosen: Kingpin, who is Pierce Washington from previous Saints Row games. In this universe, he's reimagined as someone who united the gangs of Stillwater instead of dividing them from the Saints and the.
Pierce is like the number 2 in the Saints Row games, right?
Yes, he's one of the boss's lieutenants, but here he sort of is the boss, and then joins Mayhem because he was able to stop Legion in before.
Gotcha.
So we got what's called like kind of a drop sequence here, the deploy sequence. Your 3 agents that you choose 3 agents to go out in the field every time, kind of a mixed match of different weapon types, different tactical advantages, and different strategy. But they all kind of deploy to some very superhero thematic music as you drop into the city.
Basically, they come in. The idea is that they can teleport in. So right now you're playing as Kingpin, but he can sort of swap at will. So if he wants to switch to Oni or Yeti, he can do that. And the idea is, as you're fighting, you'll do an ability or make an attack with one, switch to another guy, take advantage of that.
That's awesome.
So like Yeti can basically freeze enemies, and then you can switch to Oni and crit them while they're frozen by hitting them in the head.
So when you assemble your squad, you are in control at all times. It's not like AI is controlling the other two.
Correct. Yeah.
So there's online co-op, correct?
No. It's a totally single-player game.
Okay.
Yeah. The idea is we really wanted people to feel like they were in full control of the agency and they didn't need other people in order to do that.
Did he just shoot himself backwards into the car?
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yeah, each one of the agents they have their own unique entries into the vehicles. They all have their own unique special abilities and mayhem abilities, which are their superpowers essentially. They have special gadgets that they can equip that are again unique to them. When you play a mission, they will respond to people at the base or the enemies, and they all have their own unique lines. So one of the fun things to do is replay the missions with different agents and see how they respond to things.
So what is the objective of what you're going to be doing right now?
So basically, he's trying to figure out where August Gaunt is, so you can figure out what he's doing. So you find out you've gotten some information that he was just at a nightclub nearby, so you're going to drive over there.
All right, got it.
Okay, so each of these agents has special abilities. Are they kind of like on a cooldown?
Yeah, the special ability is on a cooldown, and then every time you fire them off, it builds up your Mayhem bar, and when that fills up, then you can use your Mayhem ability.
Does your Mayhem bar is kind of like an ultimate attack, I guess?
Yes.
For
yeah.
each individual?
Each agent has their own individual one, and it's keyed off their personality and their play style.
Nice.
So Kingpin's, I think hopefully we'll be able to see at some point here. His is quite good.
Uh-oh. They know something's about to go down here.
So he's
I love
reached
the stance. The animations are great.
Well, I'm trying to get the Mayhem meter built up. So you use your special abilities to build up that Mayhem meter.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, and Kingpin's special is he basically just throws his gun and it explodes, and then he gets a new one.
All right.
Are you guys cool if we have? Does anybody else here have any questions about the game? Are you guys cool if we take
Yeah,
any?
absolutely.
Does anybody have any questions about the game or anything like that? By all means. I mean, I think. Okay, if anybody. Oh yes. What? Let's give that man a microphone. Let's go. Come on over here.
So you guys said that this wasn't a multiplayer game. Is there a split screen maybe?
No, no co-op. It's just totally single player.
100% single player.
Yep.
Okay, that's.
Whoa! Sorry.
I like how excited he gets to get in the car. Take that back, Bolin.
Wait, you guys are trying to focus on the diverse play styles in combining the different character abilities.
Right.
So.
Right.
So you stole the car. You're making a way to go find him again.
Yeah, so basically you find out he wasn't there, but the bouncer saw him take off in one of his garish cars. So you're heading over to an underground parking garage nearby where he sort of stores his vehicles, so you can find out more information.
Gotcha. So your character is Kingpin. Are you calling that car to you? Is that his custom car that you guys were talking about?
Yeah, so basically there's 12 agent vehicles that you can unlock throughout the game, and they all have their own skins too, and each car has a unique skin for a specific agent as well.
Nice. All right, cool.
So you guys obviously are looking for ridiculous, over-the-top fun.
Yes, absolutely. So it's one of our trademarks, and
Yes.
Agents of Mayhem is definitely.
Round of applause for Particles.
Particle effects, everybody. What's going on? All right, here we go.
So yeah, Will's reached the parking garage here with all the Gaunt's cars.
So what you're saying is that video games should be fun.
we like to think so.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's excellent. I like his license plate.
Yeah.
It's very telling.
Yes.
Will, where can I get your shoes? Good
cow.
Lord.
So these are old Saints Row the Third shoes that we had specifically made for those. So they're purple snakeskin custom Hirachis.
You don't have to brag about it. Just keep playing the game, okay?
So he's basically looking at all the various cars, not finding the information he needs, and then all of a sudden Gaunt is sort of onto him, and they've sent out a bunch of enemies basically to take him out.
So he can freeze them.
Yes.
I would think he'd just be able to rip their heads off. He's so giant.
He's got a freeze ray. He doesn't need to do that.
Yeah.
But, I mean, why work out so hard?
This guy's kind of like a stealth character. Got the cloaking, silent pistol combo, wombo combo.
Yes. He's formerly a Yakuza assassin, so he basically has a lot of skills where he can kill enemies quickly and also like hide and attack from the dark.
I love these reload animations he's got going on. Can you shoot up? Yeah, he's just like, whatever.
Yeah, I don't need that anymore. I just need give me a new one, right?
I love that, Bolin. I love that you're the guy who loves the reload animation.
Animation to me is like the most important game or thing in video games.
Yeah.
Like you cannot like you can improve a player experience so much with little stuff like that.
Yeah, and that was a big focus of our animation team. They wanted to really imbue each agent with their personality and
yeah, that's how it comes through. You know
Yep.
how they run, how they jump, how they lumber around, how they freeze stuff and then make it explode.
Well, yeah, like you're talking about freezing stuff and making it explode. One of the big things that you have here is because you have 3 agents, it's combining their abilities. So with Yeti, you freeze him with the freeze ray, and then you can turn into Oni and hit him with a bunch of headshots with the silence pistol. So it's about kind of maximizing the combination of their skills.
What kind of benefits are there for the player in using the combinations?
The idea is basically because they have different abilities and they buff themselves or debuff the enemies in specific ways. Other agents can take advantage of those changes.
Tell me where to go. All right. Oh man.
So
Look at that car.
Yeah.
I think it's his.
He's a little full of himself. He's
Yeah.
everywhere.
What?
That's actually, what are you talking about? Your car looks the same way.
Mine, yeah. They modeled it after mine, yeah. My Nissan Rogue.
So are those damage numbers coming off the car right there?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. That's so we want to show you the damage number so you can see when you make changes how effective or ineffective those changes are when you're battling enemies.
Like when you upgrade your vehicle?
When you upgrade the vehicles, or when you upgrade your gadgets, or upgrade your agent.
Of course. You want to
basically
see that damage output.
What the difference is.
Yeah,
so you can make
of course.
educated choices essentially.
What consoles should we expect this on?
So it's going to be on PC, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One.
No Switch, huh?
No Switch. No.
Don't boo them. Nintendo's fault. They can't control it. They can't make a console to power this badass mother.
Can I ask you a legitimate question?
Sure. Yeah.
As a developer, is it hard to develop for Nintendo, who tries to think outside the box with the way they present their games and
Making a really old tablet. That's what I'm saying. Is it hard to develop for an old tablet? Can you say
I'm gonna. I'll take this one because Anoop's sweating as you're asking that question. I mean,
hard-hitting journalism, hardcore. Let's go.
I mean, one of the things that you got to do here is when you're planning and making a game, you're making a game years and years in advance, and you're choosing based off obviously what you're foreseeing the console landscape or the landscape of the industry to be at the time when you think the game's going to release.
Of course, like Switch isn't even on the radar when you
right.
start developing
Honestly,
on it.
like Switch development kits weren't even a thing that was even a thought or a concept in anyone's head when we started development for this project. So when you're doing that, you have to plan way in advance to be able to target what platforms you're going to release for. So we don't hate Nintendo.
No, absolutely not.
Think about that next time before you open your mouth, Craig.
I think it's a lot. I think
Good question.
You guys probably want to know the answer to that, right? Right. I'm a voice of the people, Poland. Right. All right. So when are you gonna murder somebody? I want to see someone die.
Hopefully, well,
ask and you shall receive.
So as a typical Volition game, you can murder pets, and we don't reward you for it, but we don't really penalize you for it either, because for Mayhem, the job isn't to necessarily save the world; it's to stop Legion. So.
Yeah. Collateral damage is okay.
Yeah.
Is this dash ability just like, is that one of Kingpin's moves?
So the majority of the agents have the dash ability. Some can actually do it in the air, like Kingpin.
Okay.
But then some agents, like
Ooh,
Oni,
that's hot.
instead of dashing, they do the cloak ability.
Okay. Cool.
So here we're actually like chasing down Gaunt by the smell of his cologne that's sort of been left around here.
Gotcha.
The stench, as it were.
Well, there it is.
Yep.
Oh, nice.
Man, what is it? 60% of the time, it works every time. Thumbs up for Anchorman. Oh, what's up?
And it looks like he was actually waiting for us. So that's not actually him. That's a hologram of him.
Uh-oh.
And he's flicking you off. And
Oh, man. See, that's where the demo should just end right there. You, and then cut. Coming soon to everything but Switch.
Shut up, Craig.
No, we're having fun here. Right?
So you're just going to hack to find out if you can get more information. But again, it's a trap, so enemies are waiting.
So now Will's going to take him to town.
Get on that.
So yeah, we'll build up the Mayhem meter here, which is that purple bar above his shield and health, and hopefully we can get that up.
Wombo combo!
He's so frozen. Oh, look at that.
That's awesome.
He just got obliterated. That was outstanding.
Nice to meet you. Thank you. I like him.
Not everybody knows Batman and Robin quotes from Arnold.
Yeah.
Was that Batman and Robin? Is that what that was?
Yeah.
I made that one up.
Oh, yeah, you made that up. That's good.
So lots of different enemy classes. Looks like you got like the nimble ninjas, and you got this, just kind of tanky guy. Right
Yeah.
there
So
coming
basically, we
at
had the swarm troopers that are the ones who are sort of rushing at him.
Swarm troopers.
Yeah. And then the shock trooper is that big guy that was jumping around, and he basically does like a ground pound.
All right,
attack.
get ready.
And then
Oh!
this is Kingpin's Mayhem ability.
I like that he's getting shot, and he's like, whatever.
Yeah.
Oh!
So he drops his boombox.
Oh, get on that. Let's go.
All
Go
the
donkey
enemies.
style. It's on it.
Start dancing. Basically, any enemy in that purple area basically is affected. So it's basically a stun attack, but it's in Kingpin style.
Can I just add a little bit, like, just for fun? Just a little critique.
Do not suggest stuff to game developers.
No,
Greg.
absolutely I will. I want them to die from dancing so hard. I just want them to fall over because
Like Hocus Pocus?
Yeah, they're dancing so hard. They're just air humping so hard.
I'm
they just fall over and
I'm
die.
glad that it's just a stun because then you can come in with Hulk Yeti Man and then do the super smash and then like knock their ass.
That was basically what we wanted to make sure that other agents would take advantage of that move. But to be fair, we did discuss something like that.
Dude,
so.
oh, it got cut. Oh.
Craig, that was a sympathy remark.
I know.
No.
They didn't really think about that.
I know.
They're just trying to make you feel better.
It's okay. It's half my life, Bolin. It's all right. So you're gonna track him down. He's
Oh my
no!
So
Will!
basically, yeah, the idea is you get out of this temple and you're trying to figure out exactly where he did go.
Probably to the X. Probably to
And
the
you
upside
find
down.
out, oh, there's this rave that's nearby.
Alright.
You're gonna basically head over there.
How long have you been working on this? Personally, you yourself.
3.5 years on this title.
He's been working for 3.5 years. He's still laughing when he kicks somebody in the ass. Like, he still laughs.
And it happens in our studio too. Like all the time, people are just laughing at silly stuff that you can do.
Man, this is awesome. That's exactly the type of game I want, though. I want games you can do silly stuff in and be stupid and make people.
3
dance.
years, you still can't drive good though. That's an issue. We got to work on that.
You're closing in. So, can you give me a spoiler and let me know, like, do you kill him at the end of the demo or does he get away? Are we gonna see? Are we gonna find out? Nobody?
Nobody. Okay. Just wait and watch.
Will's like, shut up!
You just put them in a position where we're going to be really happy or really sad.
I
So
know.
thanks. There's no middle ground.
I'm gonna be ecstatic either way. You kidding me? I just ask these open-ended questions and hope they answer.
What's the meaning of life, Will?
Those purple shoes, that's not the meaning of life. You
Oh,
can
I'm not even watching the gameplay. I'm just really looking at the toe of his purple snake skins.
It's so good.
I know. Oh, man. I got you.
All right, so the cool thing here is we're going. This is right in my mouth.
I know. I was trying to help you lean back so you could stay comfortable.
Yeah, so we're going into a rave here in a cargo container hold, and I want Craig to guess what the bouncer's gonna say when we show up.
Bouncer's gonna say, I think it won't matter because you're gonna make him dance. He's gonna fall over and die. That's what I think.
He's going to say you're underage.
One of those two things is correct.
He's gonna say you're too good looking. You can't come in. Oh, there's a bouncer's.
Oh, here we go. Okay.
Whoa.
Okay. Mic out for Will.
Oh, he said this motherfucker again. I can say that because it's in
No,
the
you
game.
can't.
I can say it. It's in the game.
No, you can't.
A secret.
Watch your mouth.
He's gonna shoot him. Just shoot him.
Don't shoot him.
Yes.
No.
Do it, Will.
Don't
Who wants
shoot
to see Will shoot him?
No. No.
Who
don't
doesn't
do it,
want to
Will.
see Will shoot him?
God
Oh, yeah.
God almighty, that man had a family.
Video games.
Will, take it
He was a jerk.
I like that these guys didn't even stop doing. Like they're just like hanging out.
Yeah, they're still like,
what's up?
They're still having a great time.
Do you think
They're
there's really
spaced
clubs?
out for some reason.
I got you.
So I'm gonna let you guys watch the cutscene, but I have to point out all the work that Volition did, creating this character who's my personal favorite enemy in the game, and fighting him is the best. But they created a musician, but not only created a musician, they created his songs as well. There are multiple songs in the games that are written and produced and fully fleshed out. There's Chewing Gum Till I'm Crazy. There's Weeps for My Peeps. These are like crazy pop songs that you can't get out of your head, and they're the best.
So will you be releasing a soundtrack? That's the question. If they're so good.
Maybe.
That's the look of a man who didn't think about that yet. We get the royalties.
What's up? All right, 20%. All right.
20% for the idea. That's awesome. Thank you so much for your generosity in letting us have
You see his eyes? His eyes just go, what? Oh, of course, you guys clearly have thought of that. Clearly.
there might be something in the works.
Digital exclusive. Pre-order the game right now.
No, shut up. We might be spoiling their plans at this point. Shut up. That might have been the plan of like, we're going to do that if you just shut up.
They were going to announce it at the end of the demo. It's okay,
We're
right?
never going to be able to do this again. Just shut your hole.
Okay, my bad,
Craig.
sorry. Professional journalism. All right, so we're going to get into the big fight now?
This is a big fight, but it's not with Gong. Again, he's here. This is a hologram because he's like, this is not cool enough for him, essentially. So unfortunately, there's a bunch of like possessed, brainwashed
Rave dance.
fans that are
That's
going to come
awesome.
after you. So you got to destroy these transmitters that are
And
basically
you throw X at them?
trying to take control of them. You're not supposed to. You don't have to kill the enemies, the people, but you can.
Uh-oh.
But yeah, the main thing is to take out these transmitters.
Did you say throw X at them?
Eat that. Leave me alone. Oh my gosh, they're all over you.
So,
So when they're close to the thing, they can't be killed, unfortunately. So
okay, so you're just hitting them and ripping off their headsets.
yes.
Okay, you're not actually hurting the nice dancing people.
Yeah.
But you can. There you go.
Oh, well, there's Will. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Well, the game was too awesome for itself. That's what happens sometimes. Well,
Oh,
cool.
that's okay.
Pre-release code.
Pre-release
Sorry, guys.
code.
That's what happens.
This is what sometimes pre-release code isn't.
Don't ever apologize.
Don't ever apologize. Round of applause.
Look, Agents of Mayhem.
Craig made me dance and rave too hard.
Yeah.
That's what happens. I throw a good party. It's good. Well, that was great. You guys, thank you so much for showing that off.
Yeah.
That was really fun.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for having us. A noob coming out from Champaign, Illinois, bringing the party out here.
That's
What's
awesome.
Illinois
But,
like this time of year?
It's really hot.
Really?
Very hot. Yes.
It's like 60 in Illinois. Are you kidding me? It's like,
No. It's
Really?
it's like in the 80s and 90s at
okay,
least.
all right.
so,
Well,
yeah.
all right. Thanks for braving the weather down here.
But yeah, so last thing, Agents of Mayhem comes out August, which was why we're showing out August Gaunt today. August 15th for PS4, Xbox One, and PC.
Excellent.
Just to let you know, Game Attack colors are purple. Our motto is bleed purple. We came up with that before Twitch ever did, just letting you guys know.
Well, they came up with purple 10 years ago. With
When
no
are we
Saints
going to
did.
get some of these shoes?
That's how you journalism right there,
Okay.
folks.
That's how you journalism.
That's how you journalism. You back them into a corner. Give them a round of applause, guys. Thank you very much for coming
Thanks,
out.
guys.
Thank you.
Appreciate
We will
it.
be in
That was awesome.
contact.
I hope everybody goes out and buys it. It's going to be great. Thank you. All right. Sam, get you up here, buddy. Let's continue our hardcore journalism here. All right, so now's the part of the time where I'm going to read off.
You?
Yeah, that's mine. Thank you very much.
Your phones everywhere.
Yeah.
Will, right there. Oh.
All right, excellent. So that was fun. That was really fun. Thank you, guys. That was great. Okay, so now I want to talk Xbox and Sony because they're competitors. They're kind of one and the
Sit
same.
in
a
the
lot of the
middle
same
of
games.
the chair.
Yeah, take up the whole thing. Don't make it look awkward.
I can't.
Where's
now.
Marlon?
Where's Marlon? Let's get
Marlon, can you come sit with
Marlon,
us?
can you sit on stage?
He
Are
looks
we
like
allowed
he
to do
can't
that?
Yeah, we can do whatever we want. Who wants to come on stage with us?
Who wants Marlon, the sound guy, to come on stage? Can
Marlon,
we do
the
that?
sound guy on stage.
Our producers?
Sam, pick somebody.
Your
I don't want to be the
producer-
bad guy. Pick somebody to sit
No,
on,
the
sit on stage
producer
with.
picks somebody.
What?
She's the one who gets in trouble if you're wrong. So she.
Yeah,
No,
that's
we're
right,
fine.
that's
No,
right.
Sam, grow some balls and pick somebody.
Pick someone. Get this guy right here in the blue shirt. He's been very active.
Yeah, he
Blue
answered
shirt
yes the
guy,
question.
sure. See, you just picked him. Come on.
Yeah. Well, because you won't make the decision.
He's got pineapples. No, don't give him a mic though.
Don't give him the mic.
Don't let him talk.
Yeah, you didn't know Mike.
You can't talk. You just sit.
He's sitting on. Anyways, what do you want to talk about?
I want to talk about
Microsoft and
so,
Sony.
Okay, so I mentioned this a few minutes ago, right?
Yeah.
We talked about Xbox One X, right? It was announced a couple
Yeah.
days ago. Smaller version. It's more powerful. And
You said it was heavier. You said the Xbox
Yeah, it's heavier.
One X was heavier?
Heavier than all the other ones.
What made you look that up?
Well, I looked at its spec sheet.
And you were like, oh, it weighs that many pounds. I should go look at the other ones.
No, it had them all side by side.
Oh, okay. Hey,
Weight,
what-
gigabits,
I was
all
a
the
really
things.
bad host. What is your name?
Oh, my name's Thomas.
Thomas. Excellent. Thank you, Thomas. Appreciate it.
Thomas
Great.
Thomas doesn't get a mic.
Everyone, round of applause for No Mike Thomas over here. Very good. Excellent.
No Mike Thomas. That's a good nickname.
Yeah, that's good.
I like it. Yeah.
Okay, so the question is Xbox One X, $499 doll hairs. Okay,
Yep.
it's a pretty pricey game though. With Switch was what, $299, right? Is that what it was when it came out?
Yeah.
You can buy a gold PS4 right now for $250. Like, what's up with that? That's crazy.
Yeah. So the big
what-
question, yes, sir.
What's a PS4 Pro? What's one of those costs?
I don't know.
I think those are $399, right? PS4 Pro's
$399?
$399. Yeah.
So
a hun-
Xbox
Random guy confirmed it. That's right.
Yeah, confirmed. It's like Wikipedia out there. Yeah,
But the
it's-
way he looked at it was like this.
Yeah, that's.
he knew. Journalism. So who is the Xbox One X made for? I think that's the kind of the big.
I don't know.
question.
I think this ad is also one of the worst ads I've seen in a long time.
I haven't seen this actually.
Like, I couldn't tell. Like, if I didn't know better, I would not be sure if it was a new controller or what, because they
Wow.
spend just as much time showing you the controller.
that
as
sounds
anything else.
very familiar, like the Wii U.
I know.
It sounds
I know.
exactly the same.
It's just like, but people know what it is. It's like, this is at least an enthusiast product.
It's like
So
the
they'll know
Xbox
more.
Elite controller. It is a special. It's like a special item for people that need to go the extra mile.
Yeah, but don't you think the people who are going to go an extra mile to make their games look good already have a PC,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if you're going to drop like.
Well, and $500 too. Like, if you wanted to go on the cheap and buy used parts and stuff, you could build a decent computer for $500.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that's the thing. Like I want to be really clear. Like, we're not bashing on this at all. Like, we love games. We just want to be real about it as well. So, but I think that's the thing that we finished up saying. Like, my first thought was that name's really stupid, right? It reminds you of the Wii U, and
Not the Wii U, but the name.
the
Wii
name
U.
itself, because the Wii U name was confusing as hell. And when you can ask people today about the Wii U, and they're like, I have no idea what that is, you know. But if you ask people what the Xbox One X is, and first of all, the Xbox One is a horrible name. Then you throw an X at the end of it. Now it's just Xbox One, Xbox One, Xbox One. And it's just in the infinity. You know?
They wanted it in an anagram.
I don't know.
I think, Sam, you should switch places because I just thought about something.
What?
Your lower third, it's going to say he's Brandon Jones, and it's going to say that you're
no.
Brandon
They,
Jones.
they're aware. They're aware. Yeah.
No Mike
Oh, okay.
Thomas he's fine.
No Mike Thomas is no Mike
Yeah.
Thomas.
I think you're good there.
You're okay. You're
No,
okay. No,
you-
Mike
You're
Thomas.
okay, no Mike Thomas.
This-
You're no Mike Thomas.
I can see our producer running around though.
Yeah,
It's
yeah, I
really
can see
funny.
you running around.
It's
I'm
pretty
sorry.
funny.
No, Mike Thomas. All I want you to do is just react with great facial expressions the entire time. X, thank
Yeah.
you very much. So,
Shock.
okay, excellent. Who
Got it.
here, just by a round of applause, who here plans to buy an Xbox One X day one?
Okay.
Few?
2 people.
No!
No.
How many of y'all want to wait
okay.
6 months to see the Xbox One X? Applause. Okay.
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 If you said you're gonna buy an Xbox One X day one, raise your hand if you said you would, and also raise your hand if you said you would, but you don't have an Xbox regular right now.
Yeah, that's actually a good thing. So you don't
One
have
guy.
an Xbox.
So you're gonna buy it, and that's gonna be your first Xbox.
Also, I think the first real question to ask in this whole thing is who owns a 4K TV? Like, how
Yes.
many of you?
This is a legitimate
Okay.
question. Does 4K gaming matter to you guys? Do you care? Like by round of applause. Clap if you don't care about 4K gaming. Okay. Now clap if you do care about 4K gaming. Okay. I mean, I think that's just interesting to me because, like, how many freaking polygons can you get? I mean, it's how big.
Yeah,
of a screen
but
you want.
you just sound like an old man. Like,
No,
your
are you-
dad could have been
I
like
sound like them.
1080.
I
Do we
clearly
need
sound
this
like them.
many?
What's that?
Like, a 1080 was plenty at the time.
1080 is plenty right now.
Nah.
It's all it is. It's a matter of standardization. In a couple of years, when 4K TVs are all $600, $800 like 1080p's were a couple of years ago, like it'll be
Yeah.
the standard.
Yeah, just like 3D TVs were. Wait.
No, but that's
You're
a
an
different
idiot.
technology, not just moving up
Yeah,
in
that's like-
resolution.
Every year, TV companies need something to sell. They need to sell you one
Yes.
because if you have a TV, so it's going to be, oh
Are
look,
they
we have a
still
new
selling
resolution.
3D TVs?
No, because you already bought one
Yeah, but
a
the-
few years
yeah,
ago when they needed you
but
to buy more.
4K actively looks better.
Like if you get out a microscope, I'm just saying like, it doesn't matter that much. It
Maybe
really
your
doesn't-
old man eyes
It does
cannot
not matter
see.
at all.
But the rest of us have seen a 4K TV and gone, oh, nice.
No
Like,
way. And apparently,
even
I'm
then-
just like everybody out here. They agree the 4K doesn't matter.
Do not marginalize them. You did not say everybody.
Everybody out here minus
Everybody out
that guy.
here, not
The
everybody.
guy who's not paying attention anymore.
Marlon, sound guy right there. He said
He's the
4K is
important
the
one,
best,
really.
didn't you, Marlon?
Shut up, Marlon. All right.
No, see, okay, but Marlon is clearly
a person who knows tech. He is in the world. His job is
He's wearing
to do
headphones.
tech
Of
stuff.
course he knows tech.
Yeah, and so he's the person to listen
But most
to here.
people don't, is what I'm saying. Most people don't care.
Yeah, and most people are,
Say it. Go and
whatever.
say it. Go and say it. Go. You marginalize
Most
everybody.
people are
Go
not.
ahead, do
No,
it.
most people just aren't informed about
Okay.
consumer electronics. That's why we're
Well,
here at E3.
Do
Apparently,
you
you're not smart enough, percent.
Hey,
No, you're just not
Don't-
informed about
get
consumer
under
electronics.
control, everybody. The cameramen are having a great time right now, and that's bad for us.
No, it's great.
Eventually, 4K will be a standard.
you.
Eventually, 4K will be a standard.
Yeah.
That's just
Yeah,
how
of course
technology
it will.
moves.
Of course it will. All right, let's talk about games then. Assassin's Creed Origins.
I'm excited. I'm excited for Assassin's Creed Origins.
Yeah.
I-
I don't care about the roots. It's 10 years old, and it's the 13th one.
Yeah, no
Whatever,
Mike
I'm good.
Thomas.
No guns now.
Okay, I'm just excited because I skip every 2 or 3 Assassin's Creed games. I played 1 and 2, and then I skipped to Black Flag, and Black Flag was like a masterpiece. And so I waited. I didn't play Unity or Syndicate, and now I'm ready for this one because I think it's the same team as Black Flag,
Yeah.
and it looks awesome. And you cannot tell me that 4K display of Assassin's Creed Origins did not look stellar over there at the Ubisoft.
Look at
It looks exquisite.
Yeah, so does 1080. Just whatever.
Well, yeah, it looks great.
Yeah,
it looks
well,
fine.
that's
Don't trigger this dude. Look at him.
He's about to snap. he's about to go crazy right now.
You're no Mike Larry.
Yeah.
You're over there for a reason.
You know what I really,
about
hey
to go-
Greg,
he's about to go
you
crazy.
know what I really want?
What's
One
that?
of these 4K LG ultra wides.
Yeah,
There
look
you
at
go.
that. Oh my
Hey.
God. I see him
Seriously,
playing
though,
over
LG,
there. That
look
stuff
it up.
looks good.
They do look
Oh
good. I'll
my
tell you what.
gosh.
I'll tell you
Yeah,
what.
all of us were talking about how we just want to play Battlegrounds on the better TV.
You see
and
more,
none of
it's
us have
crazy.
good monitors at home. Not that good, at least.
They actually said the 3 of us get to leave with one of those.
Wow.
That's
so nice.
No, not really.
You're
What else? What else you got?
killing
Okay.
the producer.
Dragon Ball Fighters Z.
Yeah. It looks like what you want from it. It's like, oh, I always wanted to have a Dragon Ball fight. Oh, yeah, we're going to make it like this hand-drawn thing. I'm like, oh, great. Good job.
Yeah, it looks
like,
gorgeous.
We've done it. Hopefully it'll be an actual fighting game.
Is
like,
it?
you can't do 3D fighting games and have them be all, like, flying away around.
No,
I always-
it's a
competitive
2D
and-
fighting game.
I know, that's what I'm saying. The other ones are good, but they can't be super competitive because of their style.
I always thought Budokai just boiled down to a bunch of nonsense happening because you're moving like you're Goku. You're moving like faster than anybody
This one
can comprehend.
looks
Look
like
how-
it's got more
oh,
nonsense.
So clean, so clean. Oh my goodness.
I love how it kind of goes into cutscenes and it's seamless, which is great. I mean, it looks
It looks like the show in HD.
Yes, it does. It looks like the
Yeah.
show, which is great. And I don't watch anime, and I want to play this, which is great.
Oh, you just
Don't. Why are you booing? It's bringing me into the scene. Like that's a good thing, right? That's what you want.
Yeah.
Like, there's no. This is the branch to bring me in, which excites me. It looks fun and exciting.
It's
and cool.
3v3, right? Battles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which seems like a bit much, but
Maybe not. We'll see.
whatever.
Well,
My eyes can
we have
take it.
We've had a no anime stance on Game Attack for a while, but we may have to break it
Yes.
here for this game. It's fun.
Because you guys do stuff like that and make in your
They make an
your-
actual
and you
good
go,
game. Yeah, a good looking game.
But now we'll get into it because you have proved, sir, that
There it
there's
is right
light.
there. The Miami Heat fan approves. All right, let's talk. We talked about Anthem a little bit ago,
Yeah.
which was fun. But let's talk about. So we'll gloss over that. Let's talk about the Uncharted DLC.
It's not DLC.
Oh, the Uncharted expansion or whatever.
not-
it is.
it's a
What-
game.
It's a full game.
Yes.
Okay, the Uncharted thing. All right.
It's a
The
game.
Uncharted game, which apparently, okay, we talked about. We talked about why Last of Us wasn't on the PlayStation.
Yeah, Druckmann said that
Yes.
he wanted to give this some spotlight.
So this is a full game.
Yeah,
Cool.
right?
Yeah, they did the right
Journalism.
thing too.
Journalism, is this right? Journalism.
Full game.
All right, excellent. Well,
It's
that
like,
excites me.
they
I think
did
it's awesome. You
Good
guys-
thing, because they had the Nathan Drake, and it's like, okay, we had enough games now. Let's like move over to 2 new protagonists. Like we're done with it.
Yeah.
So
You
I'm
think this will
excited.
be the
about
last Uncharted game?
I thought the last one should have been, but
Yeah,
they did the
yeah.
right thing with making it new people. If they're gonna have another one, switch out the protagonists. Let's be new.
Did anybody play Uncharted 4 here?
It's about everybody.
Is Nadine not like the baddest ever? That's her name, right, Nadine? The one that whoops.
Don't spoil it.
She whoops the shit out of Nathan Drake a couple of times. I'm just gonna let you know she like lets him have it. It was awesome.
I don't think there's ever a need to not have a like, hey, it's fun adventure treasure hunting game. So why not be Uncharted?
There should always just be a new one on the horizon.
Yeah, why not? It could be worse. Like, I mean, I don't like Assassin's Creed that much, but people still buying them.
Yeah.
I mean, if they're at 5, Assassin's Creed's at 13, they got a ways to go before it gets tired. We don't need to talk about Just Dance.
All right, let's get into our neighbor over here. 15 feet behind us.
Nintendo?
Let's talk Mario Odyssey.
Yeah.
Who's excited for Mario Odyssey?
Who's kind of weirded out with the whole city and real people and realistic dinosaurs thing?
Also,
but you don't care because it's still Mario. It's going to be awesome.
Like, he takes over people.
Yeah.
Like, the thing I'm most stoked about is that, like, everything gets a mustache, which is dope. Like, when the T-Rex had a mustache, I was all in. So, like, I mean, I'm sure it'll be great.
What a weird debut, though. Like, the idea of opening up with a shot of a dinosaur and thinking it's like, you know, like
I was like, oh, it's the new Monster Hunter game on the DS.
How many of y'all thought it was a Monster Hunter game when you saw that? Like, I mean, it's one of those things where you look at it and you go, okay, and then, oh, hello, Mario. My first thought immediately was the original the Mario movie, like with dinosaurs and stuff. I was like, that's a horrible idea, but that's it. But yeah, so here's the gameplay. It's like it's kind of like a little sub-challenge world here.
Yeah. It looks like there's like the rockets take you to kind of like challenge stages basically, but I don't know. Like at first the city thing was like kind of off-putting. It was kind of like that Sonic 06 thing that they did a couple years ago, that like everybody hated for good reason. But I don't know. I kind of warmed up to it. Mario's
he got a moon, and then you become a rocket with a mustache. Sold. Yep.
Just that sentence alone. He got a moon, then he became a rocket with a mustache. Yeah. I'm in. That's good. So the thing about that, I was watching, and as I learned more about the game, so there's the currency itself. Coins are actually worth something in this game. They're not worth like lives at 100. You actually spend them to get the outfits and spend them to get little collectibles and stuff.
Yeah, you got to go accessorize, buy new hats.
Yeah. So if you look in the upper left corner there, there's like the traditional coins. Then every world has its own currency. Every land has its own type of currency. So you go to Canada, you get Canada dollars, and you go to Block Masakma, you get Block Masakma dollars, and you go to the United States, you got U.S. dollars, right?
Yep.
It's kind of the same thing here, where
currency is allocated to whatever world you're in.
Yeah. So
you can kind of see though where it like marks off the zone. Like you can't actually go.
Yeah, you're just like in a little chunk right here. It's not like you're gonna go over there to the Brooklyn Bridge or whatever.
Okay, so I was actually watching this earlier, and I think the developers were talking about this. So at this point, I think this is exactly what he's talking about.
The guy who's playing was saying that he couldn't figure out how to get to that musician on top of the building, so he climbed to the top of this just to do a plain old jump across.
And the developer was like, "Yeah, that's not how you're supposed to do it," but they figured it out. I don't know. It's pretty funny. So apparently, there's more than one way to solve each puzzle. Whatever, because
that's how you kind of want it to be.
Yeah. I mean, this is the first. The press release. Just get this out of my ear. The press release says it's the first open world game in 15 years. Thank you, Bolin. That's very sweet.
Since Sunshine, right?
First Mario open world
Sunshine,
game. Yes.
Which great. We needed another one. They've all been good.
There's the big jump.
Hooray!
He's gonna make it. And look at this. He's okay.
Stone. Look at those knees. Oh, my gosh. What else you got on?
Okay, so, I don't know. This excites me. It's also weird to me. I don't know. We talked about the city's landscape thing.
Yeah.
I'm always the person that'll complain about them not doing anything new, so they're doing something new. Great.
Yeah,
Happy. Done. That's all me.
But the later levels look like traditional Mario stuff. With
Yeah, which is good. It's got a wide variety of stuff going on.
Oh. Okay, next Nintendo thing. The new Yoshi game. Yoshi is the cutest, cuddly thing ever.
Yeah, I wonder when they decided that Yoshi should be, like, that's the game where we're going to do a weird art style and just, like, oh, he's going to be yarn or clay or cardboard or whatever. Like, they can't just have, even though it's just named Yoshi, they can't just have Yoshi anymore. He's got to be this
it is cardboard. I didn't even notice when we were watching on your iPhone earlier.
Yeah, but
it's all cardboard.
But it's one of those things where Yoshi, ever since Yoshi's Island, it's always had a weird art style. It's always had a different art style. So he's always been the guy they take chances with and make it look cute.
But now it's even more so, and I won't say it's like gone too far or anything. It's just like I'd like a Yoshi game that's not like here's a visual gimmick.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like Yoshi games are like the perfect handheld games because they tend to be a little bit easier, and you don't have to like zero in on it and play it like this. You know what I mean? You don't have to focus so much when you play. It's so lax to play a Yoshi game.
Yeah, and the thing is, Yoshi games, they're lax, but they can get pretty difficult.
Well, yeah, later on, but like I don't know. I remember Yoshi. Maybe it was Kirby's Epic Yarn as well. Like, was it Kirby's?
Yeah.
Yeah. But that game was like just so chill and like easy to pick up and play, and you didn't have to like. It's not the kind of game you have to commit like 6 hours to every time you sit down, like Breath of the Wild, where it's like
Sure.
I have to go do all this stuff.
Yeah,
But on
like-
that exact same note, I think Kirby's just a better option for that,
Yeah.
and that's
well, they announced a
probably
new
up next.
Kirby game
Yeah,
as well.
exactly. That looks excellent. Like I'm way more hyped about Kirby than I am Yoshi, or probably Mario.
All right,
Kirby looks way
okay,
cool.
here's the question for the audience. We're going to go Kirby or Yoshi, okay? Raise your hand if you're more excited for, or clap if you're more excited for Yoshi. Whoa, that guy's really excited. That's crazy. Clap if you're more excited for Kirby. Wow. Has Kirby, like,
Kirby.
is Kirby more,
Yes, officially,
okay,
because this
in
is
the-
the entire planet.
I think
of Earth.
so.
Also-
yes.
They have decided.
Yeah.
Check it in the world of like memes and cute cats and stuff. Yeah, Kirby.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about the, I guess, the bombshells today. Metroid Prime 4.
Okay. See, okay, that's some of the most noise we've heard all day, and
Yeah.
all it was some text. Like
Yeah.
it was literally like hot nebulous gas came on the screen, and it was just like Metroid Prime 4. And
This
everyone
will
was,
be
like,
a thing in the
losing their
future,
shit.
and then
Yeah,
yeah.
it's just
There it is.
Yeah,
Hold on,
there it
everybody.
is.
Stop.
Watch the
Shut up.
whole
Shh,
thing.
shh, shh. Bam. There it is.
Oh yeah.
that's the entirety of it,
I
and
was-
everybody was going wild.
Yeah.
Well, so did you guys see the leaked, like the supposed leaked Nintendo thing that came out like earlier this week?
Yeah, yeah.
It was the rundown of all the games that they were going to announce, right? And I'm pretty sure a lot of it wasn't accurate, but one of them was a Metroid 2D game
Yeah.
for both the Switch and the 3DS, right? So when they announced that, when I saw the 4, my first initial thought was essentially like Super Metroid 2, right? Like
Yeah.
taking the next step, because I don't think there's been an official sequel to
No.
Metroid. It's just been like, you know, spin-offs and not
well,
spin-offs, but
other
like,
M.
yeah,
Other M.
yeah, but Other M doesn't count. No, we all know Other M doesn't
Yeah,
count.
Infusion and
Other M
stuff.
is not canon.
Other M was not good.
But and then of course they have was it Samus Returns? Is that what it's called? Return of Samus.
Yeah.
Samus
Returns.
Returns. This is the 3DS game.
It looks awesome. Like it just really makes me mad that it's not on my beautiful new HD Switch, and it's still
that hot 720p.
Check this out right
Yeah,
here. She
what-
walks out, bam, hits you.
And when she does that freaking this really fast dog-like thing comes at her, and she like does I don't know, some kind of swooshy y'all see it in a second. Here we go. But yeah, it really made me wish it was just at least available on Switch. Yeah, I'd even play it in like this really low. Watch this. Here it comes. Oh, that's hot. Oh,
And she
man.
grabs the tail. Oh,
Yeah.
It is hella dope. Yeah.
Yeah,
It
that's
looks
awesome.
really cool. Like at least we got gameplay and stuff, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm there. That's
Yeah.
I'm there. Done.
I mean, this is what people. I was talking to Bolin about this a couple days ago, but like I think it was 2 E3s ago. Nintendo had their event, and Reggie had a Samus pin
Yeah.
on, and everyone's like, "What's the Samus pin for?" And he's like, "I don't know, something may be happening." That was like 2 years ago. You
Yeah.
know? So to see something actually announced today was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
So I do wish that they'd. My dream is a Super Metroid remake
Yeah.
and like beautiful.
Like HD.
yeah, like a beautiful
Or in
HD Switch.
240 DS.
Yeah.
like whatever it is.
Okay. They also announced a new Pokemon game for the Switch. A Pokemon, a proper
That was another
Pokemon
one where they just
RPG. Yes.
But
they didn't show anything on
Yeah,
that.
nothing. They
No,
were
it was
like,
just kind of
"Hey,"
a casual, make everybody.
which
have a
great. How many 20 years of us being like, make a console game, and then they're like, okay.
Yeah. Are y'all pumped for Pokemon in the living room? Yeah.
Can you handle Pokemon not on a handheld? Can you?
Well,
can-
that's the thing. If
are
it's
you sure?
the Switch is perfect. It's a handheld. The
Yeah.
Switch is a terrible home console. It is the best handheld device ever.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna play it as a handheld game, sometimes at home.
I've Nintendo has this interesting strategy right now where they give you a little, and then like their strategy isn't to deliver a ton at launch. They want to trickle things out throughout the year and give you a little bit at a time to make the Switch worth it, right?
Well, it's also hard for them to have like 7 games at once since they're the only people making games for it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you have FIFA, which is coming, and that'll be fun, I guess, if you're into soccer. I don't know, like, don't ride that off, snob.
We're in America, Craig. Let's not worry about soccer.
But Nintendo itself has this like strategy of kind of dangling the carrot out in front of you to where it's like, hey, we're going to announce this. It's coming next year. And you go, oh, yeah, my Switch is worth it. And then they go, okay,
Yeah.
well, and Metroid's coming soon. Yeah, okay. And guess what? Odyssey's coming sooner. And it's just kind of putting the carrot out just a little bit further so to extend your life just a little bit longer for it. It's just kind of interesting.
One thing I am sad that didn't come from that leak list to the fake games, which was somewhat accurate. There was supposed to be another Mario Party 11 on there.
Oh, yeah.
I was sad we didn't see any of that. I was hoping for that. That would have been cool.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We could have taken credit for bringing it back, too.
So we got about another 12 minutes or so before we wrap up and the show floor closes today, which makes me so sad.
Yes.
That do you guys have fun at E3 today? Was it fun? How many? Oh, this is a legit question. How many? I see the yellow. How many
Yeah, a
y'all
lot of
bought
public
passes to
badges.
come? Pretty much everybody bought
Almost
passes?
everybody,
Okay, cool.
yeah.
What'd you guys? Is this your first E3 coming? Did y'all like it? Do y'all think it's pretty cool? How long did y'all spend playing versus standing in line? They're like, I'd rather not answer. Did you guys find it worth your money coming out? Really? Just
Yeah.
kind of being here, being a part of it? Interesting. Just so you know, we're going to be starting the Game Attack Game Expo next year for $200 a ticket as well. If you guys
It's far, and there won't be any developers there.
No, it'll just be the
At all.
hottest game no one's ever heard of behind a curtain in a line that never finishes. It's
come look
a
at the
perfect
curtain.
plan. They're like, I waited all day, but I didn't get in. They said it was great, though.
So this is it's funny because this is Sam's first E3,
Yeah, I never got to come before.
but you've been in the industry for
7 years. now.
7 years.
7 years, yeah.
First time actually being here.
I've been at the office uploading videos the last 7 years.
Yes.
I never got to come until now. It's
So-
pretty dope. It's awesome.
Just letting you guys know, if your dream job is to work in the industry, you can get that dream job. And then wait 7 more years to go to the biggest event that you probably wanted to go to.
When the public can enter too. Like I could have just shown up here and gone, but yeah, it's pretty good. Like I mean, it's cool. I don't like lines much, so that's a bit of a bummer. But I like looking at stuff, and there's a lot of stuff to look at. So
Y'all
I'm
see
good.
the dragon over there?
Yeah, like I just walked in, I was like, ooh, stuff, and then like yeah, I'm happy. That's my whole experience. People are gonna ask how was it? I was like, I saw things. Good.
That's pretty much
My eyes were stimulated. Done.
But the question is, did you play anything?
Nah, man, I'm good. I see it on screen. I know what it's like. I can't remember the last time I seen a game on screen and been like, huh, I bet I know how that works. And then I was surprised by it. It's always accurate. You're like, oh, yeah, first-person shooter. Played that before. I bet it'll be good. You're right. Like, it's not like they were going to pull a fast one and, like, this Metroid's going to come out and play like Call of Duty, and we're gonna be like, what? Like, it's not gonna happen. It's a 2D. Like, we're good. We're great there. A couple new things. Good.
Wouldn't that be the biggest shocker of all? Is that they announced Call of Duty Metroid?
No.
Up in World War II for some reason.
No, just
like,
Metroid Prime, the screen comes on, 50,000 people used to live here. It'd be freaking awful.
Okay, so Bolin, this is your second E3 on the floor.
Uh-huh.
Do you have any lasting memories from this E3?
From this E3?
Yeah.
This right here is
Yes.
probably
y'all
it.
been here 5 hours. How can you make memories?
Yeah,
Just saying there's a lot to see, a lot to do, you know?
man, I tell you what. No. It's busy. There's a lot of people here, and
Yeah.
I hope you guys get to play.
This is my 11th E3, and I've seen.
Oh.
Let me tell you,
This
As
guy's
somebody-
special, y'all.
as somebody who's been there for a decade, so I've seen the peaks of like the absolute most people can be in, and then the lows of being in an airplane hangar. Right? There's more people here than I've ever seen at E3, and it's insane. I don't know if that's a woo. I don't. It's because I think it affects you guys. Like then that you guys don't have an opportunity to play everything you guys wanted to play. which that I think there's definitely going to be some give and take. So it'll be interesting to see if how,
The key is, if you want some advice in line waiting, the key is pick exactly what you want to play, and don't second guess yourself. Because if you want to come to E3 and you want to play whatever it is you want to play,
Destiny 2.
if you want to play Spider-Man, get in that Spider-Man line and play it, and just stick to the line and get it done so you don't have any regrets. Because you may not get another chance to come. So, you can say, I played that at E3.
Yeah.
Otherwise, make sure and see everything.
Yeah.
Like, look around. Like,
Yeah, man, that Monster Hunter Dragon.
and these
That looks
companies
good.
are spending millions of dollars to impress
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
The
so-
Wolfenstein little like cafe diner thing. Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good
If y'all
stuff.
see the Wolfenstein thing, like, if you don't get to play any games,
It's
don't-
okay.
don't- It's okay.
Yeah.
Don't sweat it. It's appreciate, it being open to the public. I imagine, my best friend, he's always said, someday I'm going to go to E3. And I've been like, it's a lot of lines. And he's like, I don't care. I just want to go. So just appreciate everything, soak it all in, and
pretty cool.
try to have a good time.
yeah.
Appreciate GameSpot for coming out and doing stuff like this and bringing you
Oh,
great coverage and getting in.
Letting us come to E3.
letting us suckers be on the stage and talk to you guys. And
I
stuff.
know.
It's good.
If you
but-
would have told Kid Me that I got to do this, he would have been ecstatic. He'd be like, "No, you're lying." I'm like, no.
I am from the backwoods of East Texas, like 4,000 people in my town, and I saw Brandon Jones, who was up here earlier on Game Trailers, and like I never thought I would do anything like this. So you can do it too.
yeah.
You can do it too.
You can do it too. Do it.
Do what?
Move to Moss.
Move to Moss. Oh man.
Oh man, y'all gotta watch Game Attack so you get our jokes.
That's so awesome, man.
Is it just a bad Total Recall?
Yeah,
joke?
it's a bad Total Recall.
No, I
joke.
got it.
Okay,
Oh,
Yeah.
we just
but it just wasn't funny.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have just a couple minutes left. Overall thoughts, games that you're excited for, last chance to put a cherry on everything, and feel good about things.
I'm excited. I'm gonna play the hell out of Crash Bandicoot. You can watch that on Game Attack, June 30th, 11 a.m. I'm excited about Days Gone. I'm really excited to see what Monster Hunter World is
Yep.
all about.
Oh, yeah.
I've wanted to play like a high fidelity Monster Hunter forever. And honestly, I'm really interested in Call of Duty World War II. Go ahead and boo. That's fine. But like I'm really excited to see if that changes the multiplayer formula. So
It won't,
Yeah.
but it'll still be fun.
yeah.
Sam, what are you excited for?
I'm right there with Monster Hunter World. Looks amazing. I'm super excited. I'm really curious about Anthem. It just looks like it might be great. Keyword might there. Yeah, I mean, those are the two big hitters for me.
Really?
No, yeah. I
That's
mean,
all you got?
There's a lot of other stuff here. Like, I think I got a lot of faith in Wolfenstein 2 to be very solid and great, but I'm not curious about it because I'm just like, yeah, I'll patiently wait and play that.
Yeah.
I'm good there. Like, I think I know what I'm getting, and I'm happy to get it. Metro's the same situation.
Yeah.
It looks awesome. I want another Metro game. Wonderful. It's coming.
Just in
Good
time.
there. Yeah. It's
What
just
about you, Craig?
things?
I'm excited for Dad of War, 100%.
Yeah.
I'm excited for Sea of Thieves, 100% on that. And I'm excited for anything Nintendo makes because everything Nintendo makes is the best. That's why. That's where I'm at right now. Shut up, Sam.
I just want to say one more thing about the lines. Find the smaller games at the big company booths, like PlayStation. They've got Call of Duty and all that set up. Like, find the smaller games. Like, go to the smaller devs and talk to them and listen to how excited they are about the games. And then you'll get the experience of playing something at E3 and communicating with devs. It's really awesome.
Well, like we saw Will sitting here. Hey, how long have you been working on this game? 3.5 years.
3.5
How long
years.
have we known about this game? A couple months. It's like these things. There's so many projects that are happening that we won't hear about for 2 years from now.
And that are really missable. Like, there's awesome games out there that are on the floor that you're not hearing about just because they get buried by the big stories that you're really paying attention to. So check out the smaller games too.
So we got a couple minutes left, and this is the audience interaction part of the show. Where there's always the big question. We're Tuesday is the first day of E3. And it's always good to. The question is always like, who won E3?
Don't do that.
Oh, we're doing it. Because we are one day in. There's not going to be any more announcements, and that's the question everybody wants to know, right? That's the internet, right? We work.
Do you guys care about who won E3?
See that guy's giving the knowing nod. He's
Yeah,
like, yeah,
that's
I absolutely
right.
do.
That's right. Hell yeah! Give me that thumbs up. That's what I'm talking
Who's
about.
that? Did he say no?
What's that? The gamers win
Everybody
E3.
wins. That's
But
like
really,
a-
who
that's like
did
a
best?
PC
Who would-
piece of crap answer. All right.
But really, who was the best?
Well, let's find out. Okay, so we're gonna go from press conference to press conference, the big three. Okay, because EA, they're all developers.
Even
They're
though
not
Ubisoft had the best presser of the weekend,
Yeah.
we're not going to count.
No, they
them.
didn't.
No, we're just gonna go the big three companies.
Meh.
Man, Sam, what?
No. I'm just saying Ubisoft wasn't that good. They were okay, but they had a dance number that throws them down a peg.
The dance number throw down?
I'm out on them.
It's a staple every year. It's
It's
like
not a staple
it's like
I like.
Christmas. You know, it's
If
like
you want me to put a staple in your arm, you're not going to enjoy it.
Well,
That's how Just Dance is for me. It's terrible.
It's like
Waste
it's
of time.
Christmas every year.
Well, you go back to your audience
All right.
interaction. I
So-
can hate Just Dance as much as I
Okay,
want.
so by applause, we're gonna go from in order of the press conferences that appeared. So who thinks Microsoft with the Xbox One X and all their fun stuff won E3? All right, that was very underwhelming.
Yeah, no one liked him.
How many of y'all felt PlayStation won E3? Are you encouraging or are you clapping?
Huh?
No, we just believe PlayStation won.
Okay. How many of y'all believe Nintendo won E3? Wow. Interesting. Okay.
They
cool.
did more than just show a name of a game on screen.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm just saying. I don't know. I thought it was interesting. I thought it would be the other way around.
And not everybody thought Spider-Man was a QTE trash pit like I did, apparently. So it's like-
Well, majority of the game isn't.
yeah,
they
yeah.
just have one
Hopefully
30
not.
second
Hopefully it was
segment.
just spectacle, but
All right. That is all the time we have today. Thank you guys so much
Lauren!
for tuning in. Big round of applause
For Lauren, our
over
producer!
there. Over there. That's great.
she was running around, and I'm scared that we stressed her out really bad. But she's the
I
best.
can
We probably said
guarantee
some
you
things she
guys
didn't like.
stressed
That's
her
okay. But yeah, thanks so much for GameSpot for having us out and lending us the stage to do stupid things and talk to you guys for an hour and a half. It was awesome. Round of applause to you guys for coming out and hanging out. And yes, indeed, the gamers truly won E3.
Yes, yes.
All right, you guys have a great day. Thanks so much for coming to E3. See you guys, and make sure you go subscribe to Game Attack. Have a great day, guys.
Thank you.